Hi everyone, welcome back to E-commerce Success by At360. Today we're going to review a great website, fantastic product. It's very original. They're selling terrariums that they're making themselves. The business owner looks to be someone passionate and very knowledgeable about the topic. They're sharing a lot of information on the website. They're sharing their story. So the website is applying a lot of the tips I usually give on this channel. So I'm happy to see that on that website, and it's just beautiful. So we're going to review it. We're still going to try and give a few tips, but we're going to focus on one particular aspect to answer a specific point in their question. They were asking about their homepage and landing pages, and they have the intuition and the worry that it's a bit too heavy. We're going to see that. We're going to respond to that point. We're going to discuss choice overload, CTAs, multiplication, and we're going to discuss what's the primary function of a landing page, what this is, if you're not aware, why you need one, in what circumstances, and how to best use them for maximal efficiency. If you enjoy these videos, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. All these actions are helping us grow this channel, reach more people, and accomplish our mission of making business owners happy, productive, and successful. This video is brought to you by At360. At360 is the easiest way to manage all your online ads, including Google, Facebook, mobile apps ads, website ads, including on news websites, blogs, and other online inventories where you can run ads on the web. You can manage everything from one place, easily implement retargeting, geolocalized ads, hyper-local targeted ads, and many other things. So if you want to learn more, I will tell you at the end of the video how to reach us. Okay, let's jump into today's topic. So this is a question asked by Mood Look on the e-commerce subreddit. So they recently shifted to Shopify. They made their website. They have their own terrariums, and they sell supplies and kits, and they produce a lot of content. So it's super cool, not completely finished, but they say they want to be roasted and reviewed. So okay, let's do that. Before we get onto the website, let me focus on this particular item. This is why I decided to make this video. They're asking what people think of landing pages, and particularly the homepage. So first, the homepage is not really a landing page. In most businesses, it is not, actually. So we're going to review the website first, then we're going to discuss in more details the difference between the homepage and the landing page, in which cases it's okay to make ads that land on your homepage, in which cases you would want to have a dedicated landing page. And so we're going to discuss both what it is, what's the use, how to make them efficient, and we're going to respond to your query or your worry about whether it's too busy or not. Okay, so here is the website. So it's ome.design. It's super beautiful. You have a lot of images. It's very visual. So you have ready-made terrariums or terrarium kits, preserved terrariums, and then you also sell tools and other accessories, containers. So that's great. So we see here there's a variety of different products. So if you want something already made, that's great. If you want to make your own stuff, you can also find what you need for to do that on the website. You have a lot of content, which is amazing. So guides and tutorials, and you have also some videos. You said it's going to you're going to create more content, but that's a great step in the right direction. People want to see that. This content shows that you know your stuff, that you're passionate about this, that you're the right place to shop from. If someone learns something from you and they like what they're reading and they know that they're going to get help and a step-by-step guide and stuff like that, they're more likely to buy from you. It's just because they're going to be happy they found out about the website and the information, also because it sets a certain level of authority. People know that you master your stuff and your topic, so they trust you more and they're more willing to buy from you versus like another source. So this is fantastic. The plant index, by the way, is a great idea. It's not applicable to all businesses. I think you're just getting started. But that's a great idea, to create more content in order to be also more highly ranked on Google and have more content that can be indexed and crawled by Google and then served as a search query response. it's great to add more like informative knowledge, like this plant index. I thought this was a great idea. Okay, let's back here. You also have a product, a small product, but which is nice, which can be a great first step before you buy a bigger terrarium. So I think it's smart to put something like that on the homepage directly. And this might be a good way to reduce choice overload we're going to discuss a bit afterwards. So that's a good idea. I like that product. It's super cool. And it can be a great foot in the door, first product. And then you have your story. So Joe, this is great. I love seeing more about business founders, their story, what they care about, why they started their business. I think people want to see that. This creates a bond relationship with the reader, and they're more likely to buy from you. I'm not going to discuss too much about that today because I made a few videos on that topic already. But great stuff. I love everything I'm seeing here. So the website design is beautiful. The products are great. There's no red flag on the homepage. That's really good. So I'm not going to cover everything. I'm just going to focus specifically on that question you asked here. You say you're keen to know what people think of the landing pages, particularly the homepage, and you're worried there's too much, it's too busy, image heavy. So I think that's a valid concern. And so the problem with having too much stuff on the page, especially the homepage, is twofold. First, it makes the website heavier, which slows down the load speed. So you can use this tool, pagespeed.web. It's a free tool by Google that you can find online to measure your page speed. So it's 72 on desktop. It's a bit below that, actually way below that on mobile, which is usual, but your website is 32, which is red. You want to be at least 90 plus on desktop and at least 60, 70 plus on mobile if you can. The biggest problem is your website takes a lot of time to load. You see here, that's what slow connection people will see, and even high speed connection sometimes you can see the website takes a lot of time to load. You don't see a lot of stuff before they finish loading this first image. And that's a problem because many people might leave in that time frame. The good thing about this tool is that Google tells you exactly what you can do to save sometimes. You see, you can save 0.27 seconds by changing the image sizes, which are too big. So that's huge. So Google tells you exactly what to do. So I'm not going to go in too much details about that today, also because I made other videos on SEO, how to optimize your website for speed. I made a video about why page load time is super important and is going to be increasingly taken into account by Google to rank your website. So if you want to be ranked highly on Google and get a lot of natural organic traffic, it's important to improve your website page experience, as they call it, including the loading speed. Okay. So that's the first problem with having too much stuff on the homepage, makes it slower to load. But with a few optimization, if you follow the tips from Google, if you need any help, you can also contact us. We'd be happy to help you for free, fix some of this stuff. So with some work, you can increase your page speed, and that won't be such a problem anymore. So what's the second issue with having too many things on the homepage? As you said, it's a bit too busy. So, the heavy stuff is something we already discussed. What does too busy mean? I think you're right. I think you have a good intuition. It may be too busy in that there are a lot of different stuff, right? Right here, you already have multiple call to actions. Usually, when we present something to the user, a product or a service or something else, you want to know where you want to bring your user. You already have a plan in mind of what you want the user to achieve and to perform on your website. Now, in different sections, it might be different things. On the Contact Us page, you want people to contact you. On the product page, you want people to buy. Maybe on the content page, you want people to leave you their email or subscribe to a newsletter, or be redirected to a product category that fits what you talked in the content. So depending on where you are on the website, you have different objectives. Depending on your objective, you're going to have different call to actions. But when you're in one place, in one specific spot, it's quite strange to have different directions that you can take, right? I can go see terrariums or kits. At this stage, I don't even really know what are kits. Then, if I read more your website, I understand, okay, these are more like ready-made, these are some stuff if I want to do my own, but at this stage, it's not clear. Same for learn, you can read or watch. Now, I understand these are completely different in your eyes, but for people, they might be a bit lost. You just might have something where you have a page which mixes different forms of content, they have everything, then they can pick what they want. But here already, I don't really know which one to click. And so as a result, I might not click any. That's a bias, a cognitive effect known as the choice overload paradox or bias. Choice overload means when you have too many choices, you're less likely to actually make a choice, right? You might think, oh, but if I can buy more stuff, I'm more likely to buy something because, I'm more likely to find something that fits my needs or wants. That's actually not true. In practice, the more choices I have, the less likely I am to make a choice because I'm feeling lost. I don't really know where to go. I'm not a specialist. For you, it might make a ton of sense. For me, as a newbie in botanic, I don't really understand the difference between, for example, ready-made terrariums and preserved terrariums. I have no idea what this is. I don't really understand the difference between the kits and the tools and containers. I don't really know where to go, right? So you have a bunch of different stuff, and you might be losing a bit your customers. I'd be happy to know if you're comfortable sharing publicly what your conversion rate is or your add to cart rate on your website. I'm afraid, although your website is super beautiful, you're doing a lot of things right, there's no red flag, the product looks great, you look fantastic, your story is amazing, you are confident, inspiring, you look like an expert on your topic. I'm afraid despite all that, your conversion rate might not be that great just because of that choice overload problem. People don't really know where to go. Now on the homepage, that's understandable because the homepage is like a storefront for a brick and mortar shop. You're presenting different stuff, so it's okay to have different categories. And somewhere you're presenting your products, in other areas you're presenting your guides. So it's fine to have different stuff on your homepage, but that's why the homepage is definitely not a landing page, except for example for one product websites or single page websites where they have everything on their homepage. It's much easier to do if you have only one product. You introduce the problem you're solving and what your product is and why it's a great product, a social proof with reviews, customer stories, stuff like that, and then you can buy the product. For you, it's way different. The homepage is like a storefront. If people navigate your website, they want to see a bit everything you have, but that's not a landing page. Okay, so I was puzzled by this confusion between landing page and homepage. A landing page is where people land after clicking on an advert. So if you run advertising, if people see your ads, they click on it, they will go to a landing page. You decide where you want them to land. So there's a conscious choice of what landing page I'm going to show, because usually you also have several landing pages, and you have a conscious choice of what you include in your landing page and what you exclude. And the landing page is dedicated to one goal. As I said earlier, usually when you're in one place, you have one goal. The goal of the landing page can be either to make them discover a content, like a guide or something, in which case the goal would be for them to leave their email to download the guide, for example. So that would be called a lead magnet. Maybe we'll make a separate video on that topic. But if your landing page is a product, a specific product or a category of product, you want, before just showing all the products, you want to introduce a bit some content about what are ready-made terrariums, why they're a great product to decorate your office, your home, why they're beautiful, easy to attend to, takes minimal amount of effort to maintain, stuff like that. And then you can tell more about your story and how you make them yourself and stuff like that, right? And then you have the products. You have a bestseller, maybe a few product choices below that. So that's a landing page, okay? Depending on where you're going to show this ad, you're going to have different landing pages, right? So if you have different categories, like you have the ready-made terrariums, you have the kits, you have this stuff, and you have the tools, you're going to have probably a dedicated landing page for each of these categories. Sometimes you have several bestsellers in one category. You can have a dedicated landing page for one bestseller product. The reason you're doing that is because depending on the context, one or the other product is going to be more adapted. So that's how you fight choice overload. It's like if you're advertising on a blog, for example, I opened a random blog, I don't know them, I just typed terrariums on Google, I found that. So it's a blog with a bunch of different terrariums articles. So if you want that stuff, geometric terrariums, a guide to modern style and use, maybe in this one you want to show an ad. So instead of the Adobe ad here, you want to show an ad about your ready-made terrariums, for example. Maybe if you're in the category of how to make a light bulb terrarium, this is an article which is addressed at and focusing on people that want to make their own stuff, you know, with DIY, a lot of stuff like that. In this type of article, you want to place an ad for the kits, most probably, right? So you eliminate choice overload by choosing the most appropriate product to show people based on the context, right? If you're on another website, so I typed on Google like decorate your office with a plant, you have a bunch of blogs like that. On this type of blog, you want probably to advertise for the ready-made stuff. And maybe this, mouseball square, something. You want to advertise for something which is ready-made, low maintenance, easy to get started with, not the DIY expert stuff with all the tools and the kits and stuff like that, okay? So depending on the place you're advertising, different products will be most appropriate. And that's why if you know the context, you can choose to exclude some of the options, make a decision on behalf of the user, right? And present a dedicated landing page which explains why a ready-made terrarium is the best option to decorate your office. You know, it's going to be super easy to maintain. It's not messy. You're not going to put dirt on your stuff. If you're at home, you won't have your cat or dog or whatever messing with it. And you know, you can start to talk about very precise arguments and the benefits of the products, which you couldn't go on in detail on your homepage because you have too much stuff to present. So you can't go, you know, in very long details, very detailed benefits of each and every single product. You can't do that on a dedicated landing page. Okay, so that's the power of landing page. It's, you know, a surgical presentation of a specific product for a specific context or category of products, but something way more, you know, laser focused. And that's going to be the, you know, the other end of the spectrum compared to your homepage. So that's why your homepage is definitely not a landing page. So I hope I helped you understand the difference between the two. If you already have some landing pages, which I'm not seeing here, feel free to send them to me. I'd be super happy to review them, give you some tips. If you don't have any, let me know. I'd be also happy to help you make some. If that's something that could be helpful to your business, I'd be happy to do it. Okay. As I said in the beginning, let me now talk a bit more about Ad360. So Ad360 is an app where you can manage all your ads in one place, including ads on social media or search engines, but also ads all over the web, such as in the websites I just showed, in blogs. Could be big blogs, small blogs, very niche, focused on one topic. But if you're selling terrariums, you're going to have much better results if you advertise in niche websites talking about DIY terrariums than if you show just a generic ad on Facebook or Instagram to people interested in plants or decoration. You know, it's going to be a way narrower, how to pronounce, a very narrow audience that you target. They're going to be much more likely to be interested in your products, to click on your ad and then to buy your products, right? So we can help you run these ads all over the web on relevant websites, relevant context, and in mobile apps that are relevant to what you're selling. So that's what we do at Ad360. And the good news is it's everything in one place. There is a Shopify app you can download, and in one click you can start retargeting campaigns which show your ads to people that have been on your website before. So that's the most efficient form of advertising that you can do, because these people have already seen your brand, they're already familiar somewhat with what you're selling. So these people are the most likely to buy again from you, or to buy for the first time if they haven't done so already. And then you can also do generic, awareness campaigns to bring people to your website. If you're interested in knowing more, we are doing free consulting at the moment, free audits. There is a link in the description below. There's no commitment, no strings attached. It's just a way for us to help people succeed. And our strategy is, we hope after helping people, they will remember us when they want to start doing more ads and ramp up their business. But even if you don't want to try it already, you can still benefit from a free audit of your website, SEO, technical stuff, implementation of different integrations, advertising accounts on Google or Facebook or something else. And we can discuss your marketing strategy, how to target specific audiences very precisely, and how to best improve your ads results. So if you're interested in any of that, feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to talk with you and help you grow your business. Have a great day. Bye.